What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Deadpool and Wolverine, aka Deadpool 3. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content that I try to cover on a daily basis. If you could, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know. How do you think Deadpool and Wolverine is going to end? Or how do you think the post-credit scene is going to play out in Deadpool and Wolverine? So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you could become a channel member for less than 99p, less than $1, it really does help the channel. Also, if you could, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind, the beautiful voice. And also, if you could, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. Right, let's get into it. So today's video, we're going over a Deadpool 3 plot leak. And to be honest, I've got no idea if this is true, and that's good, because then we can break it down and be like, yo, is this true? So, do you remember a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, the anonymous hidden account, aka My Time to Shine? I don't really know why these Twitter scoopers like to hide behind burner accounts, because if they really have so much accreditation and validation, why don't they just come out and reveal who they are instead of hiding behind some burner account? So this is why I don't really give any scooper precedence over any other scooper, because they've all got basically the same track record. But this information here is pretty interesting. So it reads like this. In this thrilling leak from an anonymous source, right? And let's be honest, all these Twitter scoopers are anonymous, so this literally could have come from anyone. Within the film crew, it's been revealed that the up-and-coming Deadpool and Wolverine movie will feature a mind-blowing climactic where the duo... Actually, let's just break it something down before I go over this. So, yeah, we went over briefly a minute ago. My Time to Shine came out and said there's a mind-blowing post-credit scene that nobody knows what it is. Okay, interesting. Then the Deadpool creator came out and was like, yeah, it's so mind-blowing. But the Deadpool creator wasn't actually saying that the person's tweet was right. They were just saying there is a mind-blowing moment, and there probably will be, but let's continue to go over it. So it'll feature a mind-blowing climactic scene where the duo portals into an epic final battle for Avengers Endgame. Now, it's kind of funny because some pretty cool video editors have edited it to make it look like that's going to be real. In a dramatic twist, Deadpool grabs the Infinity Gauntlet just like Iron Man is about to snap, and he really should say, I am Wade Wilson, or I am Deadpool. This bit doesn't say it, so I'm just adding context. Reversing the fateful moment and bringing everyone back. This jaw-drop move not only saves Tony Stark, but also rescues the Marvel Cinematic Universe from its perceived decline after Robert Downey Jr.'s departure. Interesting. So let's break it down. So Spider-Man No Way Home made $1.9 billion. Massive profit for Sony. Sure. Okay. No Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Strange. Multiverse of Madness. Doctor Strange 2. Okay. It did not make $1 billion, but it made just under $1 billion. In terms of, we're not talking about did it make money, we're talking about what did it turn over. So it turned over $955 million, just under $1 billion. Thor Love and Thunder, 760, pretty good. Wakanda Forever, Black Panther 2, did pretty good numbers. Not every movie needs to make $1 billion, let's be honest. These aren't Avengers type movies. Black Panther 2, 859. So you get my point. I mean, I understand where the audience is saying, you know, it's declined since Endgame, but Endgame was the end of a huge 10-year builder. We get it. Marvel's probably not going to recreate the 2.7 billion turnover that Avengers Endgame made unless Avengers Secret Wars is done really darn well. Could other movies do it? Sure, they could. Avengers 5 can make $1 billion. I don't understand why in Hollywood a movie needs to make $1 billion now in order to be successful. That's not really the case. So, do I believe this? I don't know. It could be true, but it's most likely not true. I'm going to tell you why. Do you realize how much money Robert Downey Jr. made for all his appearances in Marvel? It's actually mind-blowing. Mind-blowing how much money he reportedly made for every movie. It's insane. So if you're telling me they're going to bring him back, I mean, sure, he is rumored to be coming back for something. So for Iron Man 1, he made $500,000. For Iron Man 2, $10 million. Avengers, $39 million. Iron Man 3, $32 million. Avengers Age of Ultron, $35 million. Civil War, $63 million. Homecoming, and he only had a cameo role in Homecoming, but again, Spider-Man Homecoming made a lot of money. Just under $10 million. Infinity War, $75 million. Endgame, $75 million. And then he had some deal where he got a little bit of money from the back end from ticket sales. So if you break down how much screen time Robert Downey Jr. actually had in Infinity War and Endgame, it's going to cost Marvel so much money to bring RDJ back for more than a cameo role. Realistically, Marvel's trying to do quality over quantity, and then they announce there's a Vision Quest series that no one cares for. So I don't really know what Marvel's doing at the moment. So I hope this is true. I hope RDJ does appear at some point. But is he going to appear at the end of Deadpool 3, aka Deadpool and Wolverine? I don't know. It's interesting. This apparently comes from on set. Fans are buzzing with the excitement over the audacious storyline, which promises to reinvigorate the franchise with a blend of nostalgia, fresh and unpredictable action. I mean, I like to go over these things because I'm reading it as a plot leak, right? So in the title, plot leak, because apparently it's a plot leak. But I don't really think, I know where this is coming from. This is coming from the sequence where we see Cassandra Nova, we see Deadpool, we see Wolverine jumping into some kind of portal. Interesting. Benedict Cumberbatch was asked recently about the portal. He had no idea what was going on. But people really seem to think that somehow they're going to time jump. I mean, it looks like it's done from some kind of sling ring from the void, which is in a place where time runs completely different, into the past, into the Endgame sequence, and you're going to get a Deadpool moment going, I am Deadpool. Now, can I see Marvel doing this in a trolley sense? Yeah, sure. I can see Marvel trolling their hell into that, to be honest. But realistically, we already know that Marvel have said in Deadpool 3, we're going to visit lots of different places in the Marvel cinematic history. So sure, that could happen. But I don't think they're going to change it to the point where Black Widow wasn't sacrificed and Gamora wasn't sacrificed by Thanos, essentially. And now we've got the new Gamora, which is not the same as the old Gamora, and where Iron Man is no longer dead. I don't think that's going to happen. Kevin Feige has also said on record that the only way that if they were going to bring Robert Downey Jr. back is they wouldn't ruin the I am Iron Man death. Also, I don't think Robert Downey Jr. would return on the prerequisite that they'd undo his iconic I am Iron Man scene, which I think he should have got some kind of Oscar for that, because the acting in that scene is very good. Yeah, we know he's got a bunch of supporting acting awards for his role in Oppenheimer, but the Iron Man sequence is pretty insane. So let's keep it on the record for Deadpool 3 because we're on Deadpool video. So also in the news, now I don't care for pre-sales. Pre-sales means absolutely naughty, really. And let's be honest, Joker was the only R-rated movie to gross $1 billion. So basically, Deadpool franchise in its first 24 hours of pre-sales have broken the R-rated record in 24 hours. But realistically, everyone thinking Deadpool and Wolverine is going to break number records. I mean, the R-rated record isn't even that high. The Joker in 2019, just over $1 billion. Oppenheimer, technically it's R-rated, just under $1 billion. Deadpool 2, 785, Deadpool 1, 780. I honestly don't, sure, Deadpool and Wolverine could do $1 billion, but it ain't going to do close to $2 billion. Like I've said before, in the UK, no one cares about buying their tickets months ahead of time. Realistically, I see lots of people on Twitter going, I secured the bag, I secured the ticket. I'm thinking, we're still in May, lad. The movie don't come out to July. What do you mean you secured the ticket? We are so far away from this movie actually coming out. So also in the news, we get some little tidbits. Marvel Studios is reportedly considering putting Deadpool and Wolverine into Avengers Kang's Dynasty. Well, realistically, I don't think it's up to them. I mean, if Kevin Feige wants Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman to stick around, sure, pretty obvious they will. They're most likely going to be in Avengers 5 and 6. But that's not even news. It's almost like people are recycling old information. It's almost like now where you're getting everyone going, according to the burner bot account, Kang is going to be in Avengers 5. Well, it's still called Kang's Dynasty, according to the Disney slate. So, of course, they're going to have to recast Kang. Of course, they're going to start shooting towards the end of the year or early 2025 if it's going to make the mandate or the current release slate of 2026. I don't like to be negative, but I almost feel like most of the information that's coming out from scoopers is literally redacted and recycled information that was said. It's like, oh, it's going to start filming in London. And then some people are like, no, it's going to start filming in LA. Avengers 5 is most likely going to film in the UK and in LA, and probably maybe in a bunch of other places. Let's be honest, because of the 33% tax credits you get for filming in England, you would actually be stupid to film any movie outside of England, because you can literally get a third of the movie overall production budget back just by filming enough in the UK. Hence why Ant-Man 3, hence why Doctor Strange, hence why a bunch of Marvel movies are generally filmed in England. The same with DC, And the same with a lot of other movies. It's literally film in England and you'll get a bunch of money back. Thus for if your movie flops, you don't have to make as much money. So it is cool. There is hype for Deadpool and Wolverine. But is it going to live up to hype? I don't know. I really don't know. Is this a post-credit scene? Is this how the movie ends? I don't know. Don't shoot the messenger, but I always will go over stuff. I don't know what leaks are right and what's not right. I mean, if I did, it'd be pretty sad, but maybe I do, or maybe I don't. I don't know. It's like always, guys. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face. Check us out on Twitter. It's CG. I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.